Hey everyone, Random Randy here. This is going to be the first time I'm using the new live thing on YouTube. I'm just going to wait a minute and see if anybody pops in. And I'm actually going to run over to my Facebook page and announce it on there. I already did it in the group, but now I need to go put one on the page too so that people know what's going on. Hi, Nathan. Come on, internet, do what you're supposed to do. Page. Hi, Terry. Hi, Julie. Hi, Jacqueline. Hi, everybody. I'm alive. I am surviving. If you can't tell, I have some pretty ridiculous. Oh, there we go. Now you can see it. Yeah, tan/burn lines going on. So, been out in the sun quite a bit lately. Super duper fun. But when the sun comes out in Washington, you don't say no, you run outside because you might not see it for another 8 months. So, all right, come on. This crazy fast internet, and it's just letting me down. And I do finally have a new laptop, so now I can stream and do things, and yeah, not just have to try and figure things out on my desktop, which is fun since I don't have a webcam for that. Hi, Allison. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Hi, Jamie. The boyfriend, the kids, and I, we're all still healthy. We don't have any issues going on with that. My school is currently online only for it was 3 classes. We just finished one of them that was very, very short. So 2 classes now. One of them we'll be doing twice a week, which is fun. Been having a lot of server issues going on with that lately, so that's been a blast and a half. But pretty much anytime I don't have the kids with me and it's a weekend, the boyfriend and I are at the track for practice stuff. And I believe next weekend, not this weekend coming up, but the one after that is going to be the first actual race round. So that's interesting. Can you guys hear me okay? Because I have my Yeti microphone hooked up over here. But if I get it too close to my face, you'll be able to hear like every time I breathe, and it's kind of gross and icky, and yeah. And you can see our sometimes kitty sitting over there. He actually used to mostly live with the neighbors, but he stays with us a lot. He's kind of weird like that. So things are happening in the crazy world that is my life right now. I am trying to get logos and business cards and signs and all of these other things set up. Hello. For my massage business, which Lord only knows when I'll be able to actually get that running, since I have to wait until I'm certified and now graduation. We might graduate by Christmas, but even if we graduate with all of these safety precautions they're going to force us to take in the clinic, it is going to take so stupid long to be able to get all of our clinic hours in that I would be surprised if I'm certified by next spring. Because I had about, I think, 25 or 26 of my required 90 hands-on hours in. But they're going to want us to only have like 1 student in the clinic at a time. We're going to have to change our entire outfit in between clients and wear goggles and a head cover and a robe. And oh my God, what a nightmare. It's, yeah, fun. But in regards to yarny stuff, I am hopefully going to be publishing at least one pattern next month. I am planning to film a tutorial for that probably tonight and tomorrow. Maybe all just tomorrow if it's going to be this hot again. I wanted to go work in the yard, but I just don't. I don't have the energy after being this crispy to go work out in the yard. I already went out and mowed the backyard today, so maybe first thing in the morning tomorrow I'll do the front when it's not so hot. We'll see. But I wanted to say that I'm going to be doing a pattern because I am going to be disabling, discontinuing, however it works in the grand scheme of things. I honestly need to look into it more. I probably should have done that before saying anything. But I'm going to be disabling my Patreon before the next billing cycle for July. So anybody who is still paying for my Patreon, make sure you get on there and download anything that you would like to have as far as patterns go. But anyway, make sure that you download any of the patterns that you want to have because I'm going to be discontinuing it at that point. I could make cotton hats or scarves. I usually don't though because cotton isn't very stretchy. So for all of the people who have supported me on Patreon for the last year plus, I am very appreciative to you, and you have helped me out financially more than you realize, even if it was just with a few dollars. But with the way things are going right now, I am planning to not only still be attending school in the fall, which I was supposed to be done with before all this nonsense happened, but I'm going to be homeschooling my kids in the fall. Going to still be going to school myself. Going to be having to do something on the side still because I won't be able to start making money doing massage yet legally. Aw, thank you, Jacqueline. That's super cute. Thank you for the super chat. I know that you're one of those people that's always been around blowing up my stuff whenever you get the chance, and I appreciate that. Word of mouth helps people more than you realize. And speaking of cotton things, if you're interested in those super cute Dreamcatcher crochet tops, Jacqueline makes them. I can't remember off the top of my head what her Instagram is, but if she wants to post it in the chat, if anybody wants one, she makes some really super cute tops that make me wish that my body was more bikini ready. But yeah, every time I come on and do a live, I'm like, oh, I want to get back to posting more videos. I want to post more videos. And life happens and I don't post anything, much less record anything. But now that I have a functional laptop again, I can at least get on and go live once a month, if nothing else. I don't think I'm probably going to be able to do more than one video a month with the way things are right now. But I would like to get in the habit of either putting out one tutorial video every month or doing maybe a themed series of tutorials. For instance, the one that I'm going to be doing tonight and tomorrow is going to be a Christmas in July pattern. And it's going to be an amigurumi. It's not going to be anything super fancy, minimal sewing. The less pieces I have to stitch together, the better. I would much rather just do an entire body as one piece than lots of little bits that get attached. And yeah, no. So I'm going to be doing that. I might end up getting 2 of them made and then release one every other week in July. Or maybe I'll put them both out at the same time. I don't know yet. So many things are up in the air. I'm trying to get my feet under me, trying to figure out what I need to do and can do right now rather than focusing on, oh my God, I'm so mad that I can't start massaging people for money yet. And I'm supposed to be in the normal timeline before we hit this apocalypse timeline. I should be graduating in a month and a half. But now I don't know when. I just don't know. So I'm trying to focus on the things I can control as opposed to global pandemic that I obviously have zero control over. I would love to have that kind of power, but I don't, sadly. So, as you can see, I have lots of yarn still. I haven't bought yarn in a while, but I also have hardly crocheted anything. I made a zero lovey for an order, and the person who bought it posted a review on my Etsy shop, and it's got a picture of her squidgy little baby wearing a Jack Skellington hat with the little zero lovey on its shoulder, and it's so cute. I couldn't get over how adorable it was. And no, I don't want more babies. I don't have baby fever, but I can acknowledge babies are cute when someone else is holding them and I don't have to hear them scream or change their diapers. So I've got that stuff. I have a lot of fabric. I have a bunch of Christmas fabric cut up, so I'm probably going to try and get some of those sewn up so that there will be some Christmas in July stuff to go into my shop. Because right now I'm just trying not to flounder and trying to keep my head above water, and I'm not quite sure if I'm succeeding or not right now. Having sunburn on my scalp does not help. Good Lord. Doesn't help at all. So it says there are 18 people watching right now. I am not sure who all is lurking. Let me look and see. Since now I can actually look and see who's here. Sort of. Apparently it just shows you the last couple of people who wrote in the chat. That's strange. But anyway, so what has everybody been up to? What is the weather like where you are? Here in Washington, we went from an average temperature of like 60 to 65 degrees for about a month and a half to all of a sudden it's 80 plus and it's staying there. And I am not adjusting well. Not adjusting to it very well, as is evident by the passed out cat sitting behind me. And the sunburn and the sundress. So I'm going to show you this one thing that I've been working on. I have finished a couple of other things, but they have been delivered to their recipients, and I don't know if I took pictures of them because I wasn't really concerned with it at the moment. And if you hear like weird engine revving noises and such, the boyfriend is out in the garage cleaning up his bike after we were at the track for, well, I was there for 4 days. He was there for 5. Hello. Yeah, I didn't even look to see how long it's been since I did a video, but I know it's been a million years. Hi, Madonna. And I didn't really, I probably could have had more people here if I would have like thought it out and announced it ahead of time, but I wanted to get a little something up for people to see that I am still alive, for better or worse. But the only thing I've really been working on is this right here. And it is the start of a blanket, which obviously now it's way too hot to really work on a blanket. So I might end up doing it in strips and then stitching those strips together, because unless I wait until it's crazy late, just no. This is 2 strands of yarn held together. It is Hirschner's Worsted 8 in the Spice colorway. And the kind of neutral tone, I don't know how well you'll be able to see, but it goes from darker to lighter here, is Red Heart Super Saver Ombre in the Cocoa colorway. It's a whole bunch of browns. I figured they'd go well together. I'm just going to go until one of them runs out, and then I'll see where I'm at, and I don't know. I'll figure out something else that coordinates with whichever one ran out first, and we'll go from there. The boys are back and forth a lot. They are both able to ride bicycles now. Killian is on training wheels, but Hunter is finally off training wheels, which is cool. Hoping that if my ex-husband doesn't get them in, that I will be able to get them into swimming lessons, or at least take them swimming so that I can teach them how to swim well enough to float on my own. If something like an organized swim lesson can't happen this year because of things that are going on. But Hunter is glad to be done with his distance classes, as am I. That was a trip, to say the least. Anybody who had to do distance learning with their kids or grandchildren or whatever, I'm sure you got to see how much fun that was. I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand. They did the best they could in a short amount of time, just kind of pulled it out of their butts, but it definitely didn't work for us. I was not a fan. And the way they keep talking about things, I will be surprised if school starts back up in a physical capacity in the fall. I will be very surprised if kids get to go back to a brick and mortar school in the fall. And I know that for a lot of people, that is an excessive amount of stress on their time and their finances, because a lot of people who are single parents and can't afford daycare, because daycare is, let's be honest, insanely high priced, or a babysitter. If your kids aren't going to school, it makes it kind of hard to go to work if you're not working remotely, doesn't it? Yeah, not a fan. And Hunter is not taller than me yet. He is currently 4'4". He's getting too tall too fast. I told him he needs to stop growing so quickly because it's insane. And I am untangling yarn barf. Kind of. I feel like I might just be making it worse, but it's fine. Has anybody else been lucky enough to now be trying to juggle work from home on top of everything else? I know that for a lot of people, they were already set up to work remotely, but I feel like a lot of businesses were not prepared for something of this magnitude. I feel like they'll be prepared now. My school is one of those businesses that was not ready for something like this, because we literally did not have any sort of instruction at all for 3 months. Not fun. Oh, I'll bet you've had plenty of time to get everything all set, Julie. I've gotten a lot of things done around the house, but I feel like I'm kind of starting to run out of stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, there's always more to do, but yeah. just doesn't, I'm over it. I want to be able to take my kids to the playground and not have to keep telling Killian, no, we can't go play with your friends. We're finally almost getting to that point here. We're into phase 2 now. And everyone around us is healthy enough that maybe next weekend we'll get to go visit some friends or have them come visit us, whichever. Things are, yeah, everything is topsy-turvy right now. Hello, all 26 people out there. Yarn Barf managed. So I am probably only going to hang on for a few more minutes here, just because there's no fan in this room, there's no screen in this window, so I am starting to sweat, and it is not fun. So, as I mentioned before, for anybody who is currently still on my Patreon, make sure that you hop on and grab and download any of the patterns that are there that you want. I don't think there are any patterns there right now that are exclusive, that aren't available for sale elsewhere, but I want to make sure that everybody has time to grab those before they're not able to anymore. So you're going to have another week. I'll give it until the 30th. So yeah, that's next Tuesday, which is coincidentally my boyfriend's birthday. And then I will be deleting whatever the method happens to be for Patreon, because I don't have time to maintain exclusive, special, extra content on top of barely being able to do one regular video a month. I just can't do it. No problem, Julie. Yeah, I saw your message on Instagram and I got to listen to it and I was like, oh, I should message her back. And it's just like with texting people, it crosses your mind, oh, hey, I should send them something back. And you think you have, and you set your phone down for half a second. And 2 weeks later, you're like, I wonder why that person never responded back to me. And you realize it's because you're a jerk and you didn't respond back to them in the first place. You just thought about it. Does anybody have any questions for me? Anything they'd like to add? Does anybody know about any cool upcoming Christmas in July sales that people are planning? I've seen people posting about the Christmas in July fairies thing, but I haven't really looked into that. So that's going to be the next thing on my list of stuff to do as I'm sitting here cooking. And by cooking, I mean roasting internally. I know you don't, Julie, but I always feel like a jerk. When I'm like, wonder why I never heard back from them. Oh, because I didn't respond to them in the first place. Did up here, but the thumbs didn't do their job. Nope. All right, I think with that, I am going to call it and say that's good enough. And like I said, make sure anybody's still on Patreon, you grab whatever you want from there, because in a week it'll be disabled or shut down or whatever, and sometime in the first week of July I will have an amigurumi tutorial up for everybody to check out that will be Christmas in July related. So thank you so much for watching, everybody, and I'll catch you guys all next time. Bye!